Let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those days where you're absolutely crushing it with your clients, getting amazing breakthroughs, feeling like a rock star coach? And then you open your inbox and immediately feel that knot in your stomach. Yeah, we've all been there. That whiplash between being a brilliant coach and an overwhelmed business owner. Now, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're ready to break free, let's roll. Welcome, coaches. I'm Jackie Appleby, online business manager, business coach, and your guide on this journey towards not just building a successful coaching business, but creating a transformative one. You want to grow your coaching business while leading your best life, and I'm here to share tips, tricks, and strategies to make that dream a reality. With years of experience in the coaching industry, I've helped countless coaches move from feeling completely overwhelmed and chaotic to calm and thriving using my Coach to CEO framework. So if you feel like you're ready to transform your business, then you are in the right place, my friend. Now, if you're feeling like you're stuck in that place between being an amazing coach and a confident CEO, this video is specifically for you. Today, we're diving into something that nobody's talking about, the 3 hidden mental blocks that keep even the most talented coaches feeling overwhelmed and stuck. And trust me, these aren't your typical just delegate more solutions. Now, block number 1 is the technician trap. You know what's ironic? The very skills that make you an exceptional coach might be the exact things that are keeping you overwhelmed. And I call this the technician trap. Let me share something funny that happens all the time with new clients. When I explain that my team will be supporting them, there's this immediate panic moment. But wait, don't I get to work with you? That may sound familiar. And here's the thing, they absolutely will work with me, but in my zone of genius, not in every single task. And I had to learn this lesson myself. I was so caught up in delivering everything personally that I wasn't showing up as the CEO my business needed. That's why now I fiercely protect my Mondays and Fridays for strategic work, because being great at what you do shouldn't mean that you have to do it all. Now, here's how it might show up for you. You're brilliant at holding space for clients, but you struggle to hold space for your strategic thinking. You're constantly in delivery mode. Your business feels like it's running you. The solution is the CEO Power Block framework. Now, let me show you how this works exactly. Block 90 minutes of uninterrupted time, and I mean truly uninterrupted. Phone on silent, notifications off, door closed. This isn't your regular planning time. This is your high-level strategy time. Then you'll want to split your power block into 3 focus segments. There's the review, which is about 20 minutes. Here you're going to look at your key metrics, your wins from the past week, and any challenges that came up. And you'll want to reflect on those for a few minutes. What are you learning from them? Next is the strategy block. This is about 50 minutes. This is where you ask yourself the big questions. Things like, are your offers aligned with your vision? Is your team structured for growth? What's the next strategic move? Look at the items that you just reviewed and ask yourself some big questions around those. This is what I call your thinking time. And then lastly is action planning, which is about 20 minutes. Map out the specific steps to implement your strategic decisions. What next steps did your thinking time reveal? Get those into your to-do list and schedule them. The key is consistency. This isn't about cramming 5 hours of strategy into one day when you're already feeling overwhelmed. It's about creating a sustainable rhythm that will gradually expand as you grow more comfortable in your CEO role. Think of it as your launching pad. Master this, and you'll naturally find yourself ready to take on more strategic work, delegate more confidently, and truly step into that CEO position. Block number 2 is the permission paradox. Now, let's talk about something I see constantly in the coaching world. You've got these brilliant coaches like you who are amazing at empowering your clients to make bold moves and own their expertise. And then these same coaches hit a wall when it comes to their own business decisions. And I call this the permissions paradox. And it's more common than you might think. If you've ever caught yourself thinking, who am I to charge these rates? Or maybe I should get more certification before I raise my prices, then you're experiencing this firsthand. Now, here's what's fascinating about this. As coaches, we've often come from careers where everything was structured. You know, those lovely performance reviews, clear hierarchies, someone else setting the rules. But now you're the one making the rules. And that's a bigger identity shift than most people talk about. And let's be honest, when you're working with high achieving clients, which many of us are, it's easy to fall into that comparison trap. You might find yourself thinking, am I really qualified to help these successful people? Even though you're literally trained to help others step into their power. So here are some signs that you're caught in the permission paradox. You're undercharging because you're waiting to feel ready enough. You keep adding certifications instead of raising your prices, or you seek validation from peers before making business decisions. Or maybe you're more comfortable helping others set boundaries than setting your own. The solution is the authority audit. And this is a practical exercise I use with my clients to help them break through this pattern. First up, evidence collection. Create what I call a proof portfolio. Gather your client testimonials, transformation stories, and concrete results. Include everything from formal testimonials to even those quick thank you messages that made your day. This isn't about ego, it's about having solid evidence of your impact. Next is the money mindset reset. Start tracking the actual value that you create. When a client lands that promotion, scales their business, or achieves that goal, write it down. This helps you shift your perspective from charging for time to charging for the transformation. And lastly, in the audit is decision practice. You'll want to choose 3 small areas where you'll practice making decisions without seeking external validation. Maybe it's your working hours, your program structure, or how you onboard clients. Start small, but start somewhere. Remember this. You don't need anyone's permission to change your clients' lives, and you certainly don't need permission to build a thriving business either. The authority you're looking for, you've already got it. You just need to start using it. So let's tackle that final block that keeps so many coaches stuck in overwhelm. I call it the control complex. And whether you're running solo right now or already have some support, this one might hit close to home. You know you're dealing with the control complex when you're convinced that no one else could handle your client communications the right way. You spend hours on admin tasks because it's faster to do it myself. And you know you need help, but the thought of training someone feels overwhelming. Or if you do have help, you find yourself redoing their work. Here's the truth bomb. Your high standards are both your superpower and your kryptonite. They've gotten you where you are, delivering amazing results for your clients, but they're also keeping you trapped in tasks that are holding back your business. Let's do a quick reality check with what I call the revenue impact test. Look at your last week. How much time did you spend on formatting documents, managing your calendar, creating social media graphics, handling basic email responses? And now ask yourself, is this the highest revenue generating activity I could be doing right now? The solution here is the CEO decision filter. And this is where we're going to turn those high standards from a bottleneck into a business asset. And here's how it works. First, I want you to carry out a task versus talent audit. Make a list of everything you do in your business and mark each item as either only I can do, this is your zone of genius, coaching, strategy, key client relationships, things like that. Someone could learn this, admin, scheduling, basic client support, or someone could do this better, graphics, tech setup, bookkeeping. Next, we'll complete the energy evaluation. Rate each task on a scale of 1 to 10 for how much you love doing it versus how much it drains you. And then also how essential it is to revenue generation. Anything scoring low on love and revenue needs to be first on your delegation list. Lastly, you want to implement the trust building timeline. Whether you're hiring your first VA or working on letting go with your current team, here's the framework. Phase 1, document one small process like your calendar management and test it with a single task following your own instructions. instructions. And then phase 2, refine it over a couple of weeks. Phase 3, add another process while maintaining the first. Phase 4, gradually expand the responsibilities. Phase 5, delegate the responsibilities. And here's what's fascinating. When you follow this framework, you actually end up with better results than when you were controlling everything. Why? Because you're giving yourself and eventually your team the space to work in true zones of genius. Remember, being a CEO isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about creating systems that maintain your standards while freeing you to focus on what truly matters, serving your clients and growing your business. Sometimes that means starting with just one small task that you're willing to let go of. Because here's the reality. If you're spending your genius zone coaching hours on Canva graphics or inbox management, you're not just overwhelming yourself. You're actually holding back the transformation you could be creating in the world. Now, I know we've covered a lot today, and you might be thinking, this all sounds great, Jackie, but where do I start? Let's break it down into actionable steps that you can take this week. First, I want you to pick one of these blocks that we talked about, the one that hit home the hardest. Maybe it's the technician trap, keeping you stuck in delivery mode, or the permission paradox, making you hesitate on decisions, or maybe it's the control complex, preventing you from getting the help that you need. Then, here's your concrete action plan. For the technician trap, start with just one CEO power block this week. Book it in your calendar right now. Yes, right now. I'll wait. Remember, 90 minutes of focused strategic time can shift your entire week. For the permission paradox, begin your proof portfolio today. Open a fresh document and write down 3 client wins from the past month. Just 3. Build this evidence bank one success at a time. And for the control complex, choose one small task you'll either delegate or prepare to delegate. Just one. Maybe it's calendar management or social media graphics. Document exactly how you'll do it this week. The key here isn't trying to solve everything at once. It's about taking that first step towards breaking free from overwhelm. Now, if this resonated with you, I've created something special, the CEO Block Breaker Worksheet. It's a practical guide that walks you through identifying and breaking through each of these blocks step by step. You can download it using the link in the description below. And if you're ready to dive deeper into transforming from overwhelmed coach to confident CEO, then book a complimentary synergy session with me. We'll map out your personal breakthrough strategy together. Don't forget to hit subscribe and that notification bell if you want more strategic insights like this. And hey, drop a comment below letting me know which block resonated most with you. I read and respond to every single comment. So remember, being an overwhelmed coach isn't your final destination. It's just a stepping stone to becoming the CEO that you're meant to be. So let's make that transformation happen. I'll see you in the next video.